What would you have done against Tank?
Against Tank?
Yeah.
I would have frustrated him like you did Ryan and boxed his head off and let him come to me.
There's
There's a rumor going around that Tank versus Frank is going to be the first pay-per-view on the new Amazon deal with PBC. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. the Silver-Haired Demon, a.k.a. I Can Do This All Day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
Get the lights up!
Check it out, man. Tank versus Frank. The other day, Frank Martin came out and gave fans hints that something big is in the mix for Frank the Ghost Martin. He said, we going up to the top on the next one. Something to that effect, right? I don't want to play no sound on none of Frank Martin stuff because he always got some fucking music or something on his shit. But yeah, Frank Martin, he's always in the gym. He's always ready to go, right? And he said, we on to the top on the next one. He says, I'm taking to the ceiling on the next one. That's what he said, quote, right? So what does this mean? You know, these guys come out with these subliminal quotes, these subliminal tweets, and we don't necessarily know what it means. But word on the street is that Tank versus Frank is the next move. Is it really the next move? I don't know, right? It's been a narrative for a long time that Tank Davis don't fight black fighters, right? You know, you got guys like Bill Haney coming out saying it. More recently, you know, he came out and said it on a Porter Way podcast.
That would have been the toughest task.
Former face
of boxing.
Okay.
Abdul Wahid, right? That's his name?
Yeah,
Wahid?
Tank.
That's his name.
I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
Tank.
Okay.
So initially I would have said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the more that I see, the more that I watch him, and the less confidence that I see in the kid. You know what I mean?
Damn,
the kid is built up and manufactured against slow foot Mexican fighters.
Okay.
He's never fought anyone that resembles Devin.
No Rolly.
Not at all.
Pedraza,
not at all.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
And the last time that we were in the ring together, you know what I mean? He got cooked.
So yeah, there's been, like I said, it's been a narrative for a while. The Tank Davis only fights flat-footed Mexican fighters. Now we hear rumors that he's going to be fighting Frank. Last time we saw Frank didn't necessarily look too good in this last fight, and it'll lead some fans to believe this is the reason why Team Davis is interested in the fight with Frank the Ghost Martin. I mean, fans essentially felt like Frank Martin ghosted everybody. You know, he's living up to his nickname. You know, after that little situation with Shakur Stevenson, you know, fight falling out. And it kind of looked bad for Frank Martin, right? But yeah, these are the only black fighters Tank Davis has fought as a professional. Salute the boxing habit, man. You know, contrary to what everybody says, the Tank never fought no black fighters. Tank Davis has fought some black fighters early on in his career, back when he was called Gervonta Rambo Davis. Yeah, Jonathan Gears. 0-3. You know, a lot of these dudes was very, very, very early on in his career, and we haven't seen him with any black fighter since. Yeah, so this is what people has been saying, but I think they're trying to kill that narrative, right? They're trying to kill that narrative. But Coach Calvin Ford, man, was on Marco Boxing, and you know, Coach Calvin Ford, he tends to come out and pretty much tell you that they're not about to do what you want them to do, right? I mean, Tank Davis and them, they not really in the business of giving the fans the fights that they really want to see per se. Now, I would say the Frank Martin fight, if it was to really happen, it will be a good fight, right? But it's not the fight that fans been talking about. The fans been talking about the Devin Haney fight, right?
Showtime gave me something to go for boxing. You know what I'm saying? So that performance, I don't even want to think about it. It was hard. It was a bad night for boxing that night.
It was bad.
Now they talking about Shakur Stevenson. I mean, really, he's going to use Shakur Stevenson's bad performance as an excuse to just really not deal with him.
But let me ask you this, because I watched it, and it was like painfully boring, right? We all know that, but it made me think to myself, it did show that if he wants to stay away, he's like a rabbit. Like, he could stay away. So
yeah, but did the fans pay for that?
No, but what I was going to ask you was, let's say he fights Tank. Do you see any problem at all being like, if he wants to stay away, like you can't catch him. It's really hard to catch him.
But why would I put Tank in a situation like that when we can't do what we do? Because right now, if Tank don't get a knockout, it's gonna. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you know, because everybody thinks.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Coming forward, he's an honest guy. He's telling you the truth. He basically said, why would we put Tank in that situation? So if he's saying that about Shakur, right? They definitely saying that about Devin Haney too, who looks a lot stronger at 140 pounds. See, Frank Martin didn't look too good his last fight. He showed some vulnerabilities in his last fight. Hopefully, it was just a bad night for Frank. And this is probably why we hearing rumors that that's probably the next play, because Frank didn't look too good. For the notion that they said we don't fight any black fighters. We only fight flat-footed Hispanic fighters. So this is what they probably trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, people be trolling Tank, you know, for his lack of quality named, you know, guys we want to see, like these guys down here, Shakur, Loma, Devin, Tio. You know, he'll rather fight Rolly, Barrios, Cruz, and Gamboa. You know, this is what people are doing. This is what people have been doing. Really, there's not too much going on in boxing, but a lot of Tank Davis news, right? I mean, this is just what it is right now, you guys. There's just a lot of rumors, a lot of hearsay. You know, this is the part of the year where we kind of wait to see what's going to happen. And right now we're hearing that Tank versus Frank is the play. But one would say that Tank Davis is turning down a lot of money from the Saudis to go deal with Frank Martin, if this is true, right? He's turned down a lot of money to go fight Frank Martin on Amazon Prime when he can get a substantial amount of money to go to Right On and fight Devin Haney. But yeah, according to Sean Porter, neither one of those guys really want to fight right now. That's just what Sean Porter said. So yeah, in his opinion, nobody really wants to fight. He's not about to get into any of that stuff that Tank Davis said about, you know, beating his ass and sparring. But neither one of those dudes really want to fight right now. So yeah, man, we go see what's happening. We go see if Tank fighting Frank. Tank Davis seemed to have gotten back to the gym. Coach Kevin Ford, they reunited it back working. Man, we gonna see what happens. You know, we gonna see if Frank gets to fight with Tank. It'll be a big opportunity for Frank Martin. Hopefully he makes the best of it. You know, his last performance left a lot to be desired. A lot of people felt that he really got a gift decision against the guy. And yeah, man, hopefully he can correct that. He's gonna definitely have to correct that against Gervonta Tank Davis if this thing is really gonna happen. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.